Good day, friends. How are you all? Today we will solve a radical equation. So here I go. Solve square root of 2y plus 5 minus y. So my strategy, first strategy, correct that. Strategy. If the radical term on one side of the equation on one side of the equal to sign. Okay, so the given equation is square root of 2y plus 5 minus y equal to 0. Okay, so I will keep square root of 2y plus 5 on the left-hand side of the equation. So I will remove the 5 and y from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. How do I do that? I do the opposite operation, plus 5. So I'll subtract 5 on both sides of the equation. And I will add y on both sides of the equation. In that case, positive 5 will cancel with negative 5 on the left-hand side, and negative y will cancel with positive y on the left-hand side of the equation. So I have square root of 2y plus 5 is equal to y minus 5 on the right-hand side. Now on the left-hand side, I have square root of 2y plus 5. I need to remove the square root sign. How do I do that? If I square on the both sides, that is raise both sides to the exponent 2, I will get square root of 2y plus 5 square is equal to y minus 5 also exponent 2. So square root of 2y plus 5 square is square root of 2y plus 5 times square root of 2y plus 5. Similarly, on the right-hand side, I have y minus 5 times y minus 5. Okay, so now I have on the left-hand side square root of 2y plus 5 square inside the square root. On the right side, I will FOIL first term. That means y times y is equal to y square. Then outside terms, that means y on the first term outside and minus 5 on the outside of the second term. So it is minus 5y. Then I will do inside terms. That means minus 5 times y, which is also minus 5y. And then I'll do the last minus 5 times minus 5 is equal to 2 minuses make it plus, and 5 times 5 is 25. So if I create some more space here, what do I get? So inside the square root 2y plus 5 whole square is same. If I bring it outside the whole square term, the square term goes away. Okay. And of course, the square root sign also goes away, is equal to y square minus 10y plus 25. Okay, so now I will remove all the variables to one side, preferably to the right side of the equal to sign. So that I will do by subtracting minus 2y on both sides and subtracting minus 5 on both sides. So 2y minus 2y is 0 and 5 minus 5 is 0. They cancel each other out. So I have 0 on the left-hand side is equal to y square, okay? Y square minus 10y minus 10y minus 2y, okay? So I have minus 12y, because 10 and 2 both are negative. I add them together, keep the y. Minus 10 minus 2 added together is minus 12. And 25 minus 5 is 20. Okay. So I have basically the equation y square minus 12y plus 20 is equal to 0. Okay. So I have to think of the factors of 20, which will make a minus 12. So I can write it as y square minus 10y and minus 2y plus 20. Why did I select minus 10y and minus 2y? Because minus 10y minus 2y is minus 2y, minus 12y. Minus 10y minus 2y, both are negative, add them together, minus 12y. Not only that, minus 10 times minus 2 is 20, and that is equal to 0. Now I will factor the terms out. So from the first two, I get a y out, common factor, y minus 10. And from the second one, I get a 2 out, and I'm left with y minus 10 equal to 0. So then I will move up a little bit. So I have y minus 10 as a common factor between them two, and then the other one is y from the first term and minus 2 from the second term equal to 0. So the two solutions possible is y minus 10 is equal to 0. That means if I add 10 on both sides, y is equal to 10, and or y minus 2 is equal to 0. I add 2 on both sides, then y is equal to 0. Okay, but we need to check in the original equation whether both of them is possible solution for y. So what do I do? I'll create some space. Remember my original equation is square root of 2y. So let's go over here and work with the solution. So if I move a little bit, okay. So let's plug in y equal to 10 in the original equation. So substitute y equal to 10. What do I get? Square root of 2 times 10 plus 5 plus 5 minus 10. Is it really equal to 0? Let's check it out. Now, 2 times 10 is 20. 20 plus 5 is 25. So it's square root of 25 minus 10, because 10 is greater than 5. So you cannot subtract 10 from 5. You have to subtract 5 from 10 and return the negative sign of the larger number. So 5 minus 10 is minus 5. And that is equal to 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So this shows that y equal to 10 is a solution. Okay, how about the other one? Substitute y equal to 2. Let me make sure that y equal to 2 is the other solution. Yes, y equal to 2. Okay, so we will, okay. Why is y equal to 10 a solution? Because when I plug y equal to 10 on the left-hand side of the given equation, it becomes equal to the right-hand side of the given equation, which is 0. How about, let's substitute y equal to 2 in the original equation on the left-hand side. So we have 2 times 2 plus 5 plus 5 minus y, which is 2. And is it really equal to 0? Let's check it out. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, square root of 9 plus 5 minus 2 is 9. So that is equal to square root of 3, square root of 9 itself is 3. So that is equal to 3 plus 3, and that is equal to 6, is not equal to the right-hand side. So y equal to 2 is not a solution. Solution to the equation. Thus, the only solution to this equation is y equal to 10. So let me summarize what I did. So first we separated the radical term from the other terms. So kept the radical term on the left-hand side of the equation, square root of 2y plus 5 is equal to y minus 5. And now in order to remove the square root from the left-hand side, we squared both sides. So that becomes square root of 2y plus 5 times square root of 2y plus 5. On the right-hand side, it becomes y minus 5 times y minus 5. Now square root of 2y plus 5 square on the left-hand side under the square root, which becomes 2y plus 5. On the right-hand side, it becomes y square minus 10y plus 25. So now we will keep all the y's on one side of the equation. So I subtract minus 2y and minus 5 from both sides of the equation. So I get 0 equal to y square minus 12y, and 25 minus 5 is plus 20. So I write y square minus 12y plus 20 equal to 0. Now we are looking for factors of 20 that when added together will become minus 12, which is the coefficient of y. So if we think of factors of 20, 10, and 2, and if we do minus 10y minus 2y to write minus 12y plus 20, we note minus 10 times minus 2 is positive 20. So the two factors of the left-hand side are y minus 10 and y minus 2 equal to 0. Now y minus 10 equal to 0 means y equal to 10, and y minus 2 equal to 0 is y equal to 2. Now the question is, are both of these solutions 10 and 2? We need to substitute both 10 and 2 in the original equation and see whether the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, which is 0. When we do plug in y equal to 10, we notice that the left-hand side becomes 2 times under the square root, 2 times 10 plus 5, which is square root of 25, plus 5 minus 10, which is minus 5. So 5 minus 5, the square root of 25 is 5, is 0. This shows that y equal to 10 is a solution. How about y equal to 2? When we substitute y equal to 2 on the left-hand side of the equation, that becomes square root of 9 plus 3. And square root of 9 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6, and that is definitely not equal to 0. So y is 2 is not a solution. Thus, the only solution to this equation, radical equation, is y equal to 10. I will stop here today. If you have any question or comment, write me a note. I'll respond to you as soon as possible. If you like this video, please give me thumbs up. If you like this video, share with your friends. You and your friends, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button at the bottom right corner. I will be back next time with another interesting problem, interesting solution. Please do not forget to check me out tomorrow because I come back every day with a new problem, math problem, new solution. My goal is that you become the best in math. Again, thanks for watching. Have a nice day and please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a nice day.